called the northern Pacific rattlesnake. It's a westerner. It's a subspecies of the western diamondback. And they are venomous. If you make a mistake with a rattlesnake, the consequences are unforgiving. I think I'm going to set them down and grab it, get a little better grip on them. There you go. All right. So it looks like it's about 3 feet, but very, very healthy. So you can see my grabbers right here, they're having a hard time. Pretty. And you have to admit, I mean, the pattern is brilliant. It's too bad that they're venomous. But they do a really good job behind the scenes, helping regulate rodents that carry the bubonic plague, tongue disease, Lyme disease, Rocky Mountain spotted fever. They're really efficient at what they do. Pretty snake. Yeah. Venomous. But if you have kids or pets, I mean, you can't tolerate them around the homes. Full sun right now, too hot for rattlesnake. Think shade. Think shade for rattlesnakes when it's really hot. They're not going to be just out in the sun just basking. They're going to be near something that offers concealment in the shade. Okay? It can be too hot for rattlesnakes too. A couple times I found rattlesnakes off the ground in a vineyard. In fact, I have a couple personal photos. And I think what had happened was the ground temperature was so hot the snake had climbed up the vine. And also it may have aided as far as hunting. It was up high enough that it could look down and try to ambush something. So I like to remind the vineyard workers, you know, when you're reaching, pay attention in the event that a rattlesnake were to climb up in the vine. It's been known to happen from time to time. So I started this business in 1985 in the Santa Cruz Mountains after there was a fire that had burned for 2.5 weeks. And I saw an opening, an opportunity for me to be of service, to help people, and the fact that I'm into conservation, being able to help rattlesnakes, worked well for me as far as my occupation. It's not uncommon for me to be busy 7 days a week removing rattlesnakes. This year, I'm pretty confident that I'm going to shatter the amount of rattlesnakes that I've caught previously. I would imagine I'll do over 1,500 this year. Normally I do over 1,200 a year. So what I do is I will book safety inspections while I walk the property, troubleshoot, look for the problem, the rattlesnakes, capture the snake, educate the homeowners on prevention, things that they can do to further reduce liability, make it safer for them and their pets. And then after this takes place, I take the snakes back to my shop, I weigh them, measure them, determine a male from a female, and then each Sunday I will take them in a remote and undisturbed environment, an opportunity for them to reestablish. So I always will continue to practice conservation. I promote all living things. If you hear that, freeze. Sorry. This little dog right here was bitten by a rattlesnake. Hey, honey. You know what that is? There's the acoustic right there. If you hear that and you're walking, freeze. Figure out where it's coming from, and then step away. This little dog knows exactly what's going on right now because it was bitten by a rattlesnake. And it hears the acoustic right now. And whoa! That's right.